right, so this is going to be a quick collective read for Independence Day. I was going to say, we just came out of that full moon, which was stunning. We're started Mercury retrograde. Yay. And if you're on the continent that I reside in at the moment, you got a pretty big I'll leave all my satire outside the door. I will say this. We have a holiday here, right? And just to underscore the whole justice for all thing, really still need to work on that. So, anyway, let's move. Let's move forward. It's my channel. I can say what I want. All right, let's move forward. Um, this is going to be a collective on what to expect over this independence break. I don't know what's going to come out. Just like a few minutes ago, I was really led to do a Pisces energy pull because it was really heavy for me to do it, so I did it. I didn't know what I was gonna get. So same situation here. I have no idea what's about to come out. All I know is I'm about to give y'all some info and you can do with it what you will. All right, let's knock this out. Let's knock this out. What does the collective need to know over the next 3 days? The next 72 hours, what to expect? No, that's interesting. The next 72 hours, what to expect? The next 72 hours, what to expect? All right, we're starting out interesting, aren't we? Um, no fret. Let's get all the cards out first. For those who might be brand new to the Wonderland over here, I do storyboard, so I'll get all the cards out and we will discuss the story that's being presented that I'm channeling through. So no fear, no fear. We don't know what the next few cards are going to be, and we have some nakedness here, so I need to find my. Where's my crystal that I used to cut up hankies? All right. We can't be getting in trouble for new today. All right, let's go. One more cards here. Let's keep it moving. Thank you. See, I told you that. I told you all not. I'm sorry. Like I told you all not to fret from those cards at the top. Then we got Mr. Shiesty over here. But it's cool. It's cool, right? It's like that dog with the fire. It's fine. It's fine. We don't know. We don't know. Let's keep going. We don't know what's gonna let's get all the cards out. Oh my gosh, everything's flying on the floor. All right, let's go. Three more cards, three more cards, three more cards. And then that's one. Two more cards, please. Two more cards, please. One more card, please. Thank you. There's a lot going on. I am not even gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. If you have been with me before, you know I do not sugarcoat information. I take this gift very seriously, so I will tell you all like it is. Um, so that's what we're about to do. We're about to do. All right, so my goodness. So we have the Five of Wands, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Judgment card, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Empress. If you have Pisces in your chart, you might want to check out that I don't even know what I'm gonna call that read other than requested by the ethers. I don't know. but there are some similar cards here. Not all, but some similar ones. So there might be some additional clarity here. For the collective, what I'm picking up is I do see that there are going to be a group of people that are going to be able to celebrate this weekend coming up. So that's a good thing. Um, I do see for the collective I'm reading for here, though, I also see that there is not maybe in their core of who they are, but a lot of noise is around them. And I'm not talking about fireworks and crowds, like energetic noise is around. So maybe you are the person people are calling to help walk them through certain issues. Maybe you're going through paperwork and stuff and you realize that you've missed something, or it just feels like there's a lot of noise around you. Mm. But you'll be able to identify the things that are off. I can say that. For some of you, you will see, and that's why I said if you do have Pisces in your chart, you might want to go listen to that read because I do see somebody returning. This dude is also in that read as well on his damn horse. Um, but in this read, it feels like whatever is being discovered, whatever is being identified with the Five of Cups here, it might be reliving something or being reminded of something, but you come out on top. I want to say that. So, regardless that there's a lot of noise going on, and again, I'm not talking about physical noise. It feels like energetic noise. And if this is for you, you're going to know what I'm talking about. It just feels like it's not settled energy. Um, but it feels like by the end of the weekend you're back where you need to be. I still see fun stuff happening. I still see people celebrating. I still see drinking. I do see the drinking. I see all the fun stuff, but there's something that resurfaces that you did not like, and it could be a person a person that you don't like resurfacing. You might bump into somebody that you went your separate ways at a party or something. It feels like something resurfaces that you weren't really cool with, and it causes you to think back. Because this does not feel like upcoming energy that's something new. It feels like you are thinking back to what this person did. And that's what I'm saying. If you have Pisces in your chart, that information's there too. This dude's here, there too. It feels like there is this person or this thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Within all the noise going on, surfaces up and it causes you to think back about whatever it is. But you're able to get back on your throne. You're able to get back where you need to be and you're moving fine throughout the weekend. So the bottom line is there's fun to be had. The energy there is fun to be had. I think the takeaway here is if this thing, this person, this event, whatever brings up some old memories, some old flashbacks, to know it's temporary because it happens, you have that moment and you're back at it. You're doing fine. Okay? You're doing fine. So let's see what else we can find out. Because I don't want, for one, people to think their weekend's ruined. I don't see that at all. Whatever this is, whatever this sequence is, it happens rather quickly. It could be like you bumping into an ex and you're like, darn, that dude really did me dirty. And now you're back to having fun. You know what I'm saying? So don't think this is a long-term thing. But it's just a heads up that something resurfaces that has you kind of reliving a certain time that probably didn't feel so good. But then after you relive it, after you think about it, after you process it, you're back on your grind. You're Empress. So whatever this is too shows the growth from whatever this is. There's growth there, right? There's people talk about post-traumatic stress all the time, but there's a phenomenon called post-traumatic growth. And you're able to take whatever was that trauma story for you and look at how the different ways you grew from it. And that feels like what this is. It's like, damn, yeah, that happened. That didn't feel good, but look at me now. There's a song I want to attach to this. I'm hearing it. Who sings it? How are you doing without me? Gosh, hold on, because I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you what that song is. Because, and if you're new to me as well, songs are big, music is big with channeled information. I think the person who sings it is Emily King. Um, oh, what is this song I'm hearing? How are you doing without me? Um, mm, mm, what is that song? Now it's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to tell you what it is, so you're just gonna have to hold tight. Uh, oh, you know what? Hold on. Go ahead and get some chips, get some dip, you know. Um, but I gotta tell you what the song is. Okay. The song is where is it? It's making me mad. How are you doing without me? Do 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 do. Hmm. Yo, I'm hearing the song, but I don't. The song is not. Oh, but it's bothering me. It's bothering me so because it's important. Somebody needs to hear this. Somebody needs to hear the song. I know the artist is Emily King. Okay. We have that understanding. Um Emily King. Y'all can just fast through this. If you don't want to hear what the song's name is, you can just like burn through this. But I need to, if I don't find it right now, then I'll just put it into the, I'll put it in the notes. Look at me now. Dang it. That took forever. This feels like Look at Me Now energy. So if you don't know the song Look at Me Now, it's by Emily King. I'll put it uh in the what do you call it? The description. But it goes, are you hearing about me? How are you dealing without me? Hello. Did you keep all the records? Do they sound good without me? Mellow. Heard you got a new lady. Is she driving you crazy? Too bad. Did you keep the apartment? Does she like what we started? So glad. I stood up. Did you hear about me? I got off the ground, right? I got off the ground. I stood up where you left me. Baby, look at me now. So it's definitely a song I would suggest if you feel that this is your story, because again, this is giving you a heads up to say, yeah, this happened. Yeah, it sucked, but look at me now. And that's funny because I think that's what I said initially before I started trying to find the song. Sometimes the gift works way ahead of you when you don't even know it. Look at Me Now by Emily King. Check it out. Um, let's see if what other messages we have. Because that feels like that's just like a heads up. Heads up. Heads up. You need to be mindful that this could happen. I also will say, for some people, there's going to be power outages. I'm picking up, and it's related to the heat. Something about power. I would definitely suggest having, I don't know, what would you do for power outages in the heat? I don't know. Whatever you need to do in your area, something with power, something with the grid. Just have an awareness of that. Okay. We're gonna do one more quick pull to see if any additional information needs to come out. But now that song is looping in my head, so yeah, definitely check it out. Check it out. We have the Magician, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Emperor. Hi, Emperor, welcome back. He was in the Pisces. There you go. Feel like I'm being stalked by some of these cards. All right, let's see. Let's put some more cards out here. All right. Oh, okay, okay. Getting some stuff going on. Jeez. Interesting. Interesting. Before the Two of Cups came out, I was about to say this feels like a relationship part. Um, I don't know where we're gonna end up, but that was the energy I was getting before the Two of Cups came out. So that kind of confirmed that for me. Three more cards, please. One. Two more cards, please. All right. All right, all right, all right. My gosh. My gosh. Okay, so and it's funny because when I was describing that last energy pull and how I was like, it just feels loud, it feels chaotic, the energy around. Again, we are in a retrograde time frame, and that can throw communications and things like that off. So, what we have here, we have the Magician, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Emperor, we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Page of Swords, then we have the Nine of Swords, and then we have the Ten of Wands. All right, let's talk about it. This part of the collective feels very, I don't want to use the word burdened, but it feels like I am looking into a relationship that is just not centered. Um, it feels looking at a relationship that's unbalanced. It feels like I'm looking into a relationship. I'm seeing somebody where one of the partners, one of the people in this relationship, and the relationship doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be business, it could be something in that sense. Um, One partner seems to be doing great. They are kind of, I don't want to I want to use the word cocky, but somebody who is very extroverted, they're getting attention, people think they're a great person, they're doing great. And then the other person, it's completely opposite. They're not experiencing the relationship the same way. And the core of the matter is both energies in this connection don't feel like they're enough for the other person. So you have one person expressing it very ah, people use narcissism way too much. And I'm sorry, I'm a mental health professional, so I'm just going to have to say it. Everybody has narcissistic behaviors. Everybody has a little bit of it, right? Um, Now, when you're talking about the personality disorder, that is an actual diagnosis. So people have gotten so used to throwing that word around, it gets really skewed when you're saying, "Oh, he's a narcissist." Is it diagnosed or just having certain behaviors? Doesn't make the behaviors easier to deal with, right? Um, but just caveating that. So I'm not saying this person is a narcissistic diagnosed person, but this person has some really grandiose behaviors. Um, likes the attention that they get. Where the other person might not like the attention that they get or that their partner gets. Doesn't feel like they're being seen, doesn't feel like they're being heard. It feels like the person who's in this energy might stalk them, look at their social media, what's going on, and the person up here is all over social media, sharing everything, getting all the likes, all the things. It's an unbalanced connection. This is not an equally yoked connection. Okay, so that's number one. The question is, in the next 3 days, there's going to be an occurrence or something that happens where a deciding factor comes to see if this is something that you want to continue. So just because how these things work, when people are doing great and having wonderful things and know they don't need to have any questions answered, they typically don't find readers or sessions, right? It's the ones who are like, I need some clarity here. So it's most likely you're in this area if you're watching this. It feels like something is going to occur within the next 72 hours that's going to cause you to have to make a decision if this is something you want to continue on with or if this is something that needs to be wrapped up. I will say this, the whoever the partner is, um, really is clueless. They are not aware that there's burden here, there's stress here, there's I'm seeing what you're doing online and it's stressing me out, things like they don't know. They are so involved in themselves, they do not know this is happening. So it's like a situation if you sit down and have a conversation with this person, they're gonna be like, "What? I had no idea." Let me see if I can help get you some clear confirmation cards from who this might be. So in the next 72 hours, what I would say is this something is going to occur that's going to allow an honest conversation about partnership to happen. With your understanding, right? This is your intel. This person might be all the things to everybody else, but they don't feel like they're worthy enough for you. But that's being hidden behind all this forward-facing activities that they do. So that's your little intel that you can bring up in that conversation, right? Be like, I know something you don't know. All right, two more cards, please. And I know that card says someone is still figuring themselves out, right? And patience. This doesn't necessarily have to be about sexuality. It could just be trying to figure out life, right? One more card. Thank you. Okay, so we have someone is still trying to figure themselves out, patience, in just a few more months, good things come to those who wait for it. I I'm not gonna say, yeah, no, that's not months is not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that this conversation happens within the next 3 days. Something happens that makes the conversation happen, right? Um, For some of you, it's something happening online. Somebody says something, there's a comment made, there's something. You see an ex communicating or something. Something happens through looking at stuff online. I'm picking that up very clearly. And then we have manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. The card says tell the universe exactly what you want, but this is more about that conversation with this person. Because, like I said, this person just does not get it. They don't think or feel that you're in this space. Like they're clueless. So when this conversation happens, you need to tell them exactly what you want. Because to think that this person gets it or knows they don't, number one, and number two, they're not going to unless you say something. Because this person's energy, they are so full of themselves that they just don't have those, they can't read the room. Because all they see is themselves in the room. Like every time they walk past the mirror, they have to check it out. Like they can't read the room, so they're not seeing what's going on down here. So when this conversation happens, you need to tell them exactly what you want. And even though they're all about this up here, this is what's really going on inside, right? If you look at this guy right here, looking up to the emperor, like this is what's really going on inside. But he's acting as if I'm saying he, but it could be she, is acting as if we're up here. But no, we're down here. I will say there's love here, right? So I do feel that there's opportunity for this person to make some adjustments so you're not feeling like this, but you have to say what you want. And you have to be clear on it too. You have to know what you want so you can tell that person what you want. Alrighty, collective. Thank you so much for your time. I gave you about 25 minutes. I feel that's good. That's good stuff and spot. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put some other stuff out. Not readings, but other stuff. So check it out because weird things happen in Wonderland. But until then, you all take care, stay safe, and stay curious.
She washed up on a shore that felt like home to her somehow. Blue sky up above her like a beautiful